to get to work here at home. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. A look at the Magic starting group. We've got Cartwright, the franchise is out there with the closer. And there's B-Train, and it's the great one in at the center position. And for the Celtics, we've got Boomer, the Cobra out there with Bottoms. Then there's Harris, and it's Medina in at the 3, the small forward. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Here's the franchise. Pass to the great one. And it's blocked. Now here is Harris. He's guarded closely. Six to shoot. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Cartwright. Launches it. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's the Cobra. It's tipped. And he stays with it. Harris outside. Second chance shot. He squares up and sinks it.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. To the middle. Here's the great one. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Pass to the Cobra. On the wing, Harris. Here's the Cobra. He is guarded by Cartwright. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's B-Train. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to B-Train. Here's the franchise. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A nice shot by Harris.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's the franchise. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Harris. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's the franchise. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Number 23. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Bailey passes to Harris. Pass to the Cobra. Pulls up. Rebound by the Magic.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Cartwright. Here's the great one. Here's the screen. Here's B-Train. Still without a basket. Here's the great one in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to the Cobra. Harris outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harris has got 8 points.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Here's the closer. To the inside. The great one. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Pass to B-Train. Here's Bailey. Harris, right side. Shot clock at 5. Boston needs to get off a shot. And again, Boston with the triple. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's the great one. 8 points for him. Here's B-Train. Here's Fung. And the 3 off target.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Harris draws the double. Bailey passes to Boomer. And that one, good. Here's B-Train. Scoreless thus far. Pass to the closer. Launches a 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
The closer's checked in for the Celtics. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for the Magic. Pass to Bailey. Here's B-Train. Harris outside. Lets it go with the 3. And it's the great one with the rebound. The Magic have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And the franchise gets it to go.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here is Harris. 8 points for him. Bailey passes to Harris. Here's the closer. Here's Medina. Orlando grabs the miss. The great one's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Celtics trail by 4. The closer passes to Medina. Inside, there's the closer, and that one is stuffed right through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
With the shot. And Boston with the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's B-Train. Over Chen. B-Train's shot is good. B-Train's got it all tied up now for Boston.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's B-Train. Nothing on the board. There's a screen. Mr. Perfect can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bailey misses. The Magic have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Here's the franchise. 9 points in the game so far. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. Boston's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Harris looking it over. Intercepted. And here we go with the Magic fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Curry's checked in for bottoms, and the Magic making a change here as well. Tiny, he's checked in for the great one. Here's B-Train. He's got 5. Back to Curry. Down low. Tipped away. Here's Mr. Perfect to the paint. The franchise passes to Tiny. Traore grabs the rebound. Traore's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Curry. Now here is Harris. He's covered closely. Clock at 6. Puts it up. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando leading. Here's B-Train. Still yet to score. They set the screen. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go. Here's the closer. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Boston making some changes. The Great Ones checked in for Boom. And it's Bottoms in for B-Train. Orlando also making some changes. The Great Ones checked in for the franchise. And the Bodyguards subbed in for the closer. Orlando on D. It's a 3-point game. Here's Bailey. Fires from the wing. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Here's B-Train. No good that time. Boston's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Outside for Curry. Pass to Harris. Now Curry. From the arc. And it's the Great One with the rebound. The Great One's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. B-Train passes to the Great One. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Orlando leading by 3. Pass to B-Train. 1:07 left to play here in the first. Rejected by Hicks. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Prez is checked in for Boston. Shake and Bake's checked in for Orlando. The Great One comes in for B-Train. Here's Bailey. Misses, and he wants that one back. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Chen passes to the Great One. A baseline J. The rebound by the closer. Celtics trail by 5. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Misses from short range. The Magic shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Magic as they wrap up the first quarter with a massive. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
The closer is out there with Bottoms. Then it's Curry. Then there's the great one. And it's John in at the power forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, even remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Bailey passes to Preltic, and he comes up with the deuce. The great one's got his first points of the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He has 7. Inside, here's Shake and Bake, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
To the inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Bailey.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Chen. Off with the layup.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
He gets it in there. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Magic.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
To the right side. Tries it from 19, and that's good off the glass that time.
Timeout.
Mr. Perfect's got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Well, if it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
The Cobra is checked in for the Celtics. And a switcher also for Orlando. Cartwright's checked in for Shake and Bake. Here's Phelps. It's hauled in by the Magic. Cartwright with it. Hasn't made one yet. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Bailey passes to Chong. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Orlando leading by 11. Pass to Cartwright. Down low. Here's Chen. Missed inside.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now Prez. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Harris is checked in for Curry. B-Train's checked in for Orlando. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 11. Here's Kafka. Misses the chippy right there. The Cobra passes to Bailey. Harris a screen on Cartwright. To the middle. Harris passes to Peltz. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. Curry's checked in, so he gets them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Pass to the great one. B-Train passes to Cartwright. Here's Chen. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Bailey. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Pass to Tiny. Out to the wing. And here is Cartwright. Drains it from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Cartwright's got 5 points in the quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Curry against Cartwright. Here's Bailey. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. Harris a screen. Clock at 4. Bailey misses. Magic leading by 9. Pass to Tiny. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. You got to play without fouling.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
B-Train's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Magic. The closer's checked in for Mr. Perfect. For Boston, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 to 10. Here's the break. Moving it up. Here's B-Train. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Pass to the closer. To the inside.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Magic have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And that one is good. Cartwright's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Harris, and the layup is good. Harris has got 10 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Tiny. Here's B-Train. Here's Bailey. 10 points for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He's off on the first. Curry's checked in for Bottoms. He hits the second from the line. Orlando leading by 10. Pass to Tiny. Here's the closer. And it's the great one with the rebound. Outside Harris. They set the pick. Shoots over Cartwright. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. There's B-Train. No scoring in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to the great one. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Magic ball.
Here's Fung. That's good from 17 feet away. The closer's got his second basket of the game.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Harris. Over to the wing. Here's B-Train. Good on the 13-footer. B-Train's got his third basket of the night.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to the closer. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 10. And he drives in. Eldzic. B-Train misses. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's B-Train. Here's the great one. 10 points for him. And the shot goes down. And the Magic lead by 12.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to B-Train. Lets a floater go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Celtics have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
At the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Line for 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Magic leading by 10. Here's B-Train. The great one passes to the closer. Hands it from downtown. The closer's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Left side Curry over Fung. Eldzic. Great positioning on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Here's B-Train. Here's the great one. Pass to B-Train. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Just 4 to shoot. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Boomer, he's checked in for the great one. And it's Bottoms in for Curry.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
B-Train passes to the franchise. 18 feet out. Rebounded by the Celtics. Traore's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Phelps. Sinks the three-pointer. The Cobra's got 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Cartwright the pass to the great one. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Fast break, here we go. The closer passes to B-Train. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
The line for the Magic. Number 22. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Celtics trail by 10. Bailey passes to the Cobra. Here's B-Train. He's got 7. They set the pick. Here's the 3. B-Train with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Pass to Cartwright. Here's the franchise. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 12 points for him.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Here's Phelps. Magic leading by 13. From downtown, and again it's Orlando with the three.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
To end the run with 1 on the clock. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so it's Orlando in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for the Magic, the franchise is out there with the closer. And there's B-Train, and there's Cartwright, and it's the great one in at the center, locking down the middle. There's B-Train, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Bailey. Harris outside. Pass to the Cobra. Here's Bailey. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Shot clock at 6. Here's Medina. It's good from long range. B-Train's got 12 in the game.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The franchise can hit. Celtics trail by 13. Medina the pass to Bailey. To the wing right side. Here's the Cobra. He is guarded by Cartwright. Here's Phelps. And it's Orlando with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to B-Train. Rebound, Boston. Bailey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's the franchise, guarded by Harris. The franchise. Toure grabs the rebound. Toure's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low. Here's Phelps. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to B-Train. To the left side wing. Here's the closer. 11 points in the game. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Bailey. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Bailey's got it back down to single digits for Boston. Orlando's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken a three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Has to be drained. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And that one drops. B-Train's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's the Cobra. On the wing, Harris. 10 points for him. Has to be drained. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Tries from 16, and the franchise gets it to go. 14 points for him.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
To the paint. Ogina the pass to Bailey. Here's the Cobra. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. And it's the Great One with the rebound. The Great One's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. B-Train passes to the franchise. There's the pick. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here's Bailey. 13 points in the game. Has to be drained. There's the triple. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's B-Train. Here's the Great One. 14 points for him. Orlando moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's B-Train. Here's the Great One. And Boston with the rebound. Traore's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Harris draws the double. The 3. Traore's shot is off. Magic leading by 10. Pass to the Great One. Over to the left wing. There's the pick. B-Train passes to the Great One.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The closer's checked in for the Celtics. Mr. Perfect is checked in for Orlando. Orlando on D, leading by 12. Pass to Traore. And it's the Great One with the rebound. The Great One's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. The rebound by the closer. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Bailey. They set the pick. He takes it in, and Harris wide open. He shoots. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's the great one. 16 points for him. Here's Medina. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots. Magic leading by 10. Pass to the closer. Five to shoot. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 13 in the 3rd quarter so far, just above 50%. Takes the 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket for Bailey.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to the franchise. For the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's the closer. Lock at 6. Harris passes to Boone. Here's B-Train. And no, that doesn't go. He's made 8, but that's his 3rd miss. The franchise passes to Chen. There's B-Train. He's got 8. Here's the great one. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Out to the right wing. Pass to the closer. Here's Medina. His 3-pointers off the mark. Magic leading by 11. There's the 3. The franchise can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Harris inside the line. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The great ones checked in for the Celtics. Curry comes in for Harris. The Magic also changing it up. Tiny comes in for the franchise. And the great ones subbed in for B-Train. There's a good screen. Pass to the closer. Here's the great one. 18 points for him. The rebound by the closer. The closer's got his 5th rebound in this one. This ball movement by Boston.
2 minutes.
Here's B-Train. He's got 18 for 3. Rebound by the Magic. The closer's got 4 rebounds in this game. Conley, the pass to Chen. Here's the great one, guarded by Curry. Pass to the closer. Connects from 3-point range. The closer's got 5 points in the quarter.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Magic. At one point, they led by 16. There's the drive. Here's Kafka. Misses in close. The Celtics trail by 12. Down low. Here's Prelzic. Another shot. And the layup by Curry.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to Conley. Here's Mr. Perfect. 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And the basket by Tiny.
The assist.
Boston shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. The closer passes to Curry. Here's Bailey. Buries the long-range jumper. Bailey's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 13. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he hits both. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Bailey. 19 points in the game. This one for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Right back after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Prez out there with the great one. Then there's Harris. Then it's Curry. And it's the Cobra in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Tiny the pass to Beach. Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. So it's Orlando now. 8-point game. B-Train's shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to the great one. Here's the Cobra. Shoots the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Takes it inside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Puts it up from 12. Here's John. No good from outside. Magic leading by 8. Here's Mr. Perfect. To the wing on the left. Shake and bake passes to Carter. Here's B-Train. Rejected by Harris. To Prez. Here's Phelps outside for Curry. And the foul called on the Cobra. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the basket by Curry.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Here's B-Train. Here's Kafka. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
Pass to the great one. One-on-one here. Cartwright, the pass to Tiny. Prez with the rebound. Celtics trail by 6. Curry with it. Harris a screen on Cartwright. It's Curry with the drive.
Magic foul. First personal foul, first team foul.
The free throw drops for Curry. Insanity, he's checked in for Prez.
At the line for 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Curry. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Cartwright. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Boston. Here's the great one. Here's Insanity. To the inside. Harris lays it up off the glass.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Misses the finger roll. Harris against Cartwright. Pass to Curry. Poke loose. Here's Mr. Perfect. Puts it up from 12, and that one is off.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Good on the triple. Insanity's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Boomer, he's checked in for Insanity. The franchise is checked in for Orlando. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. See if that intensity increases on D, guys.
Thank you, David. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Outside Curry. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Some changes for Boston. B-Train comes in for the great one. And it's Bottoms in for Harris. Orlando also making some changes. The great one's checked in for Shake and Bake. The closer comes in for Tiny. And it's Mr. Perfect in for B-Train. The great one. Another miss by Orlando. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Curry passes to Boomer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Takes a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And that's now 19 points for the closer.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so Boston again turning it over. The great one's checked in for Boston. And the Magic making a change here as well. Tiny, he's checked in for Cartwright. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Fung. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to the great one. Here's Bailey. Outside Curry. Over Fung. Curry's shot is off. The Magic shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Chen passes to the franchise. And that one is hammered home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Boston making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And a switch here also for Orlando. B-Train's checked in for Tiny. Here's Bailey. Will it go? And it's Orlando with the rebound. The great one's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Medina. Busted. No good that time either.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Celtics trail by 9. Bailey passes to Boomer. Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Magic. By himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with him.
Outside Curry. Left side Harris. Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The Cobra, he's checked in for the Celtics. And a change for the Magic. Cartwright's checked in. The franchise passes to the great one.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Harris outside to end the cold streak. There's the screen. Here's Bailey. Good on the three-point shot. Bailey's got 25 points in the game.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Orlando moving the ball around. A shot by the closer, no good. Celtics trail by 10. Here's B-Train. Pass to Torrey. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Jump ball. Cartwright against Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he dunks it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Magic on defense. At one point, they led by 16. Medina the pass to the Cobra. On the wing, Harris. The tray. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Fung. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Phelps. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. B-Train
bangs home the trifecta.
22.
B-Train's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Celtics trail by 15. Harris outside. Pass to Torrey. Here's the Cobra, and they get it. And it's the great one with the rebound. The Great One's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. 1:29 left in the game. Banked in off the glass. The Great One's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Great One.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. The Great One's checked in for Boom. Prez comes in for B-Train. Curry's checked in for the Cobra. And the closer subbed in for Bottoms. Chen passes to Conley. Oh, and the jam by Conley.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
On the way, Harris. And that one drops for him.
On the first personal foul, second team foul.
That's good from Harris. Here's Mr. Perfect. Right wing. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. At the elbow, Conley. Pass to Shake and Bake. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. Here's the Great One. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. Shake and Bake passes to Conley. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Chen. Missed it, even after all those chances. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David